Hello everyone, welcome to Ekascloud. In this video, I am going to tell you what is Azure AD device management. And before knowing what is Azure AD device management, you must know what is device identity management. The management of physical devices such as phone, tablets, laptops, and desktop computer that are granted access to a company resources such as printers, cloud resources via device based conditional access is known as device identity management. So whenever you are working in a company or in any organization, your resource, your personal devices will be given access to the private will have the access to the company resources like printers, cloud resources through device based conditional access, that is known as device identity management. Okay, when we come to Azure AD device management, you can use your personal devices like phones, laptops, Windows desktops like through Azure device management. So for companies with a distributed workforce that allow remote employees and employees who are allowed you use their own personal equipment. For example, it is said as bring your own device. So you can allow your employees to use their own personal equipments. So you can achieve that using Azure AD device management. So a company needs a way to protect their organization's assets such as access to cloud resources across these devices where they have less control over physical securities of the work environment. Okay, so they will give access to cloud resources using your device, which where they have less control over the physical securities of the work environment. Though they will have the access to cloud resources, they will have less control over physical security. Okay, so this is device management in AD. So how can you do device management in how can you do device management in Azure AD? There are three ways to get devices into Azure AD. First way is Azure AD registers. So this option is taken when personally owned mobile or mobile devices to connect to Azure AD and sign in with a personal Microsoft or local account. So that case you can use Azure AD register to bring your personally owned or mobile devices to Azure AD. So what are all the devices can be connect to get access to Azure AD is Windows 10, iOS, Android, macOS. Okay, next option we have Azure AD joint. So whenever your device is owned by an organization, in that case you can use Azure AD and signed in with an Azure AD account belonging to the organization. There in previously we saw your personal Microsoft or local account, but in this case you must use Azure AD account belonging to the organization. They exist only in the cloud. So whenever you want to use your cloud resources to have an access to Azure resources, in that case you can use Azure AD joint. So here Windows 10, Windows Server 2012 VMs running in Azure can connect to Azure cloud resources using Azure AD joint. Next option we have hybrid Azure AD joint. So here also it should be owned by an organization and are signed in with an Active Directory domain service account belonging to that organization, and they can use the devices which exist in cloud as well as on premises devices. Okay, here we can connect Windows 7 or 8.1 or 10, Windows Server 2008 or newer thing. So this is all about Azure AD device management.